Okay, so we're going to take a look at Lemongrass Spa and the Pineapple Society, which is our team. So here is our fabulous CEO up here on the top right. Her name is Heidi Leist. A few of us got the opportunity to meet her just like a week and a half ago now, down at our conference in Orlando. And it was just really a blast. Great team atmosphere, great company atmosphere. And she was so lovely. So a few key advantages about Lemongrass Spa. 21 years in business now. I need to update the slide with a very involved and experienced CEO. And everybody who is on the call tonight that's on the team can certainly attest to the fact that Heidi's really involved in the day-to-day. So family and women-owned business, no investors, no debt, clean and cruelty-free products made in the USA. Products are manufactured and shipped from Florida. Customer service is located in Colorado. There's a company culture of giving back, which we'll talk about a little bit more tonight. The company is in a really sweet spot right now, ready for rapid growth and prepared to support those who are interested in leveling up their business. Systems are in place, from onboarding emails to on-demand video content. We have something called Lemongrass Central. All of our trainings are in there. If you're interested in leadership, there's an entire leadership portal. There's a budding leadership portal too, if you're interested in growing into leadership, all kinds of different things, different sales techniques, so many different materials on our different products and why they're so fantastic. So you always have something just right at your hand to work on your training and developing yourself as a consultant. We have a great host rewards program with 0 consultant contribution. If you've been in direct sales before, some companies do require the consultant to pay a percentage of the host rewards program. Here at Lemongrass Spa, it is 0, which is fantastic. The company covers it. A very generous compensation plan, which we'll talk about a little bit here. Okay, so there's our beautiful new catalog on the left. They just started to roll out. Again, those of us at conference got to see them first, and they are fantastic. Kind of a different layout, featuring our Rejuvenate line on the front there. Beautiful citrusy scent, I would say. So some different things about our products and why they're different. And whoever you talk to about the opportunity, they've maybe gone into this in a little bit more depth, but we'll just touch on it a little bit tonight. These cards that you see here in the center and on the right are actually provided to customers every time they place an order. And as a consultant, you get them in your orders too. And it's really nice because it puts up right in front of them that our products are gluten-free, fragrance-free, cruelty-free, vegan, they're handcrafted. Many of them are organic and then made in the USA. And then things that the company says no to: SLS, parabens, synthetic fragrances, retinol, sulfates, mineral oil, PEGs, nanoparticles, talc, triclosan, and, oh, I'm going to screw this one up.
Phthalates.
Yes, phthalates. And so on the right side over there, it's going to talk in a little bit more detail about some of the things that, let me move my screen there, some of our game-changing ingredients for your skin. So for example, going into a little bit more detail about hyaluronic acid, squalene, prebiotics, probiotics, all of the good things. Vitamin C there on the bottom, which we have a brand new facial cream with the vitamin C, which I think smells a little bit like a light version of a like a orange smoothie, right? It's just beautiful. I've been using it since I got my hands on it at conference, and I love it. So if you're kind of a citrusy person like me, we have non-citrusy things, but I'm obsessed with it. It's beautiful for summer too. So again, all of this information goes to your customers every time, and I think it's such a great sales tool, and it really helps you start a conversation with them. Okay, so we talked a little bit about some of the tools that are available to you. This is an example here. So we have a hair care guide. So I feel like there's really a diverse amount of products that we have available with lemongrass for all different sorts of needs. So from different skincare needs to hair care needs, lots of fun makeup, spa items, of course. So beautiful things for your shower and your bath and all of those good things. But you might feel like as somebody coming in that is kind of overwhelming. But what's so great, in addition to, like I was saying, we have the on-demand training available to you. We also have these guides. So I know some of the ladies who do in-home parties regularly will print these out, and it's really a great tool for you to have and be able to kind of go through with your customers. So you're not trying to maybe remember every single thing you watched in one of those on-demand trainings. You have it right there at your fingertips. And so I really, really love having those supports. Also, the company sends out an email newsletter to your customers. And there's an example of one that had gone out about our ultimate hydrating skincare routine. These go out periodically throughout the month. If you have some customers from another company, you can upload those into the system. As you're growing your customer base, they'll be opting in for the emails, and then you have those go out. And it's just another great marketing tool that's available through Lemongrass Spa. So, our systems. The entire field is updated in advance on upcoming products and offers, including a calendar of events. So the leaders find out just a little bit ahead of time, and then everyone finds out before the month ends and the new month starts. So you're able to really strategize with your team members, whether it's peers or your downline, and you're able to kind of figure out how you want to set up your month. Sometimes they'll have some surprises throughout the month, but the core sales and maybe new products that are coming out, things like that, are told to us ahead of time so you can kind of plan your month out. Personal websites plus newsletters emailed to your customers 2 to 3 times a month, like I mentioned. That's free for 3 months. And then after that, it's $10 a month. It is optional. You do not have to have a personal website. So if you feel like that isn't going to be something that you'd be utilizing, you can have that turned off. Most of our consultants do have it turned on, but again, just an option for you there. Weekly updates emailed to consultants, and they're really, really good at communicating with us. There is a Facebook group, there's Lemongrass Central, like I had mentioned, and we have the next line there. And then we also have an app. Now, the app is basically Lemongrass Central on your phone. So if you're somebody who's kind of always on the go, which I can certainly appreciate personally, it's so nice to have all of the training on demand on your phone too. And you'll be able to log in and say you're at a party or something like that. You can open up the app and you'll be able to look for maybe one of the tools that you didn't happen to print out, or, a new graphic that's talking about the upcoming sale or something like that that you want to have on hand. So it's super handy to have the app for Lemongrass Central. Back office hub that includes an email system that you can use. And I do go ahead and utilize it to send emails out personally to my customers and sometimes to the team too. And that's really a nice option that we have. So in addition to the newsletter that goes out from the company, you can log in and utilize that system too. So a lot of people will pay for like a third-party email program, and you really don't have to do that. The onboarding email program for new consultants come out for 7 days. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. Those come out for 7 days, and they're really, really handy. I usually recommend that people save those emails. And then, oops, it looks like we might have somebody in the waiting room. Let me fix that. All right. So the emails come out 7 days, and I would recommend that you go ahead and save those, and then you'll be able to come back and reference them. Some of it's going to be directing you to things in Lemongrass Central, where you're going to have the training and such. I actually have a compiled, I think it's maybe a 3-page PDF that has all of those links in it from the emails that you get for 7 days, along with our team training, which really is, I think, helpful because it's going into a little bit more detail, different things that we have as resources specifically for members of our team. Okay, so we talked just a little bit about a culture of giving back, and here are some examples that I've pulled from the website. Whoever invited you, you're able to go to their website. They can share that link with you, and you can look a little bit more into some of these things. For example, in 2020, they donated directly to breast cancer research in the amount of $16,960. And then again in 2021, $26,140. They were part of the Feeding America program. We also have this really neat program called Freedom Feet that we learned a lot more about at conference. One of the consultants had actually started this program. Oh, Diane's showing an example of it up there. Here, there you go. All right, perfect. So what it is it's a three-piece set, and you're able to have somebody in your party or yourself. You can donate these to active military members and veterans. And it's really a nice grouping of things for somebody who has hardworking feet, I would say. And what it had started as is she was having them sent out to some different female military members. And it was so popular that she got more and more and more orders. And then the company kind of picked up on it and said, why don't we make this a much larger campaign? We'll have it in our catalog and anybody can donate to this. And so it's just really grown exponentially. And it was really neat to learn a little bit more about it. Anybody who was at conference, did you want to share anything specific?
I personally love this line, and when I do pedicures for my friends and my clients, and they actually like how this has like the tingle with the herbal foot soak, but they also like the dryness of the scrub because you can feel it and it like lasts a little longer. But it was cool to be able to meet everybody who was a part of it and see where it flourished and how like one person's idea became a dream that then turned into a reality. And I think it's awesome because it shows that Heidi and Brian are definitely behind all of us, whatever our idea may be. And if they think it's going to work or it's something that they could try, they definitely support us, which to me was amazing because it just made me feel like we were part of the whole group.
Yes, absolutely. Melissa was just saying in the chat, she stars all of her emails from Lemongrass Spa to make sure she doesn't miss them. And she really loves kind of this side of things too with the business, the donations. So
yeah,
I think it's really beautiful, and it speaks to the kind of people that Heidi and Brian, her husband, are, and making a lot of these campaigns, front and center of importance.
Yeah,
And a little bit
absolutely.
more about another one that's coming up really soon that we learned about. But first, we'll go and look at some samples. We have sample sizes of a lot of our products, not everything, but a lot of them. I just grabbed some pictures here. Some of them include personal volume, which is important for hitting goals and earning additional commissions and things like that. Some of them don't include personal volume if it's just like individual ones, but it still might be really nice for you to be able to send out to a customer, for them to try something. Maybe you want to try something so that you're able to talk about it, and you don't want to make a giant investment in the full-size ones right away. Just gives you some different options. This is our mini skincare set. This actually does include personal volume. And these are really fantastic. They're great for travel. And when you go in and select when you're able to customize it for yourself, there's a couple different options for each of the products. So really, really cool.
I think that's one of my favorites too, is for one, we have samples that we can send from the company, but they're all travel sizes. So once you fall in love with something, then you can just keep refilling it to travel with, which is awesome.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I do too. And I know some companies don't do as great of a job of having samples available, and I've been super impressed with Lemongrass. And as we have new products coming out, they're creating samples of those. And so it's been really, really helpful to my business, I know. So
Yeah.
innovative sales ideas. Our Bliss boxes come out just about every other month. And these are always beautifully curated boxes. The last one was sort of a spa theme with the last one was travel. The one
It's travel.
was the spa theme. Yeah. So this last one had a special item in it that was a passport cover. Do you want to say anything about the other items that you've enjoyed in Bliss boxes in the past?
I know Melissa Kazmierski absolutely loves the Maui
Yes.
bath
And I absolutely love that green tea facial moisturizer. I'm hoping that may come out down the road. But a lot of people love the little bath soak or the shower bomb.
Yeah.
That seems to be a huge hit. But the Maui smells so, the Maui reminds me of Hawaii, honestly.
Yeah. What I really like about the Bliss boxes is that it's not a subscription and it's always new product. I didn't understand it in the beginning. I thought it was just like a mix of product for people to try, but it's always new product. And it's amazing what even the few boxes that we've been a part of since January, some of that products made it into the catalog, which is what's the front of the catalog is the Rejuvenate. And that was in the May box or April or something.
That was in our very first one.
So I have
Yeah,
this
that was our
one
first
in
one,
my
yeah.
cupboard over here that I've used it as an example before. So this was the Luxe Retreat one that came out in February. And it came with a really cool hair wrap. It was when they tested out the Rejuvenate line, which has now become mainstream. This is probably one of my favorite products.
I know, I'm shocked they didn't have that one come out.
I wonder if she'll do it like as like a specialty thing. I'm not sure.
Aren't they having it in the vault maybe?
Yeah, I bet so. So they're doing a vault program where they'll bring back favorites. This one is orange and olive leaf. So they have the full range of it. They didn't add the moisture melt, but it's such a beautiful scent. The Restore Lip Treatment, Serenity.
That's my favorite.
Yes, me too.
I love that.
I feel like I'm just like keeping this one because I guess I'm waiting for the vault. Essential oil blend. This one was lavender and chamomile, so it came with that too, and just a really lovely box that you could reuse. People send them to friends. So if you have your customers in the group, they maybe have a friend that doesn't live by them or something, they want to send them a little gift, they can do it with one of our Bliss boxes. They're really popular. It's a great way to start conversations. Something that came from the Bliss boxes was people were saving them for birthdays. So now Lemongrass Spa has a birthday box. So they were paying attention again and they're like, oh, well, why don't we just make that? So it smells like birthday cake.
I love it.
Yes, it comes with a lip balm and everything else pictured here. They're really, really adorable. And they're such a great tool to get people interested in Lemongrass Spa. The one that came out during conference is up here on the top right. It's the Hope Box. So it is about breast cancer awareness and it has some really beautiful ingredients. And it will be coming out very, very soon. Certainly something that is very near and dear to many people's hearts who have been affected in lots of different ways by cancer. And I think we were all really touched that this box would be coming out. It comes with a really fun bracelet too, that's in the little organza bag up there on the top right. And it has the Healing Elements balm in pink. Just really, really a lovely box that you could send to someone. Whether they're recovering from cancer or you're just, again, kind of making the awareness about it. And they're going to be donating money from each box too. Do you guys recall? I don't want to misquote. I think it's $1 from each box.
I think it's $1 also.
Yeah, breast cancer research. So really, really a neat way that they're kind of pulling all these things together. And again, just kind of keeping an eye on what consultants in the field, what's important to them and how people are utilizing things like the birthday boxes. And I think these are really fantastic. And like Diane was saying, it's not a subscription. It's just something that people can opt in for.
And
the other thing, Jenny, really quick, that I really liked and thought was classy is that the women who are behind that Hope Box are actually all cancer survivors. And they help formulate that box off of things that really helped them. So like it was interesting to hear about the cuticle balm because their fingernails were getting weird and their cuticles were really rough. And then the light lotion, so that because your skin gets so dried out and awful from all of the treatments. So I just thought that was really cool because Heidi listened to them and put together what was the overall consensus of what was so supportive to everybody going through a cancer stage. The lip balm, because their lips would get so dried out from the treatments. And I just thought it was very heartfelt from the very beginning. The other thing I think is really cool is we can now send messages with those boxes, whether it's somebody who is in recovery, in remission, somebody who is going through it at the time. I just think it's awesome.
And the box is also free for shipping. No shipping.
So
Yeah.
they're usually like, what was it, $45 or $49, but you get free shipping and we get credit for $40 of it.
Mhm. Colette was confirming too, it was $1 from each box. And Melissa says she already has 5 sold, so she can't wait for them to launch.
Wow, good for her.
I personally, Carla, cannot wait for you to see that because it's beautiful. So I'm excited for that for you.
So here are a few examples of our pricing.
Mhm.
Yeah, here are a few examples of our pricing just to kind of give you an idea. I feel like it's a very competitive pricing, especially at the quality level of the ingredients that are in all of our products. So just, letting you see kind of here, you'll be able to look at a catalog, either a virtual one or in hand, or just kind of check out the person who invited you's website too. So it's August 1st, and we have all of these fun new specials that are coming out. So every month, this is how they communicate it with us. They have a live that they'll do in the consultant community group and then also via Zoom, and it's all available for replay. So if you have something going on in the middle of the day, maybe you work full time, you can always watch it on demand and in replay. So again, this is just an example of what the offers are going to be this month. So there's a gift with purchase, which I know when we started, I thought that was so neat because we were able to try some samples of things right as we were kind of getting going with orders. My customers were able to try some samples that were just included. I didn't have to send them out. So for example, it'll be that vitamin C face cream that I mentioned loving, and our new styling cream, which we got to try at conference. And I'm super impressed with, as somebody who has kind of straight wavy hair, it's going to create those kind of beach waves. And I know for some of the ladies who had curly hair on the team, they were just super excited. My husband has curly hair and he tried it and he really, really loved it too, because it's a soft cream. It's not something that's going to kind of dry and be crispy. And so I know he was really excited about that. Some different host exclusives. So there's usually an extra something that happens. They always have a promotional code for it, like you see here. And so in this one, you'll be getting a free sample set of those things when you host a party. And the event is at least $400 or more. On the right side there, you'll see what our normal host rewards programs are. And then there's usually, like I was saying, something else that they'll put on top of it. And then we have a special going on for our join offer in the month of August, and that is $39 for our social selling kit, which is a $10 discount. And the social selling kit comes with everything you see here, plus a whole bunch of printed materials, catalogs, order forms, all kinds of different things like that. So you really get a business in a box. Not just the cute bag you see there and the sample size items. We'll go through some different onboarding packages that we have, but that is the one that's on special this month.
The cool thing too is that bag. It's like it's a cool texture. It's like a waterproof. So if you take it to travel and something spills, you can dump everything out and wash it. That's happened to me before, so it's nice because you can just rinse it.
I feel like that always happens traveling.
Always,
I
something
need
always
everything
spills.
to be final.
Mhm.
So compensation plan, obviously there's a lot of detail here. I'm not going to go through it all tonight. Feel free to take a screenshot. The person who shared the opportunity with you can go through it in more detail and answer your questions, or I'm always happy to take it offline and we can talk in some more detail too. Something to note, I'll point out a few things here. So your personal commission or your discount is 25% as a consultant to start. So anytime you place a consultant order, you're going to see the 25% off. And then we have 2 more tiers. So as you're growing your business, when you hit the $1,500 mark in a month, you're going to add an additional 5%. And then when you hit $3,000 in a month, you'll add another 5%, so totaling 10. So your commission would be 35% or 30% in this scenario. So just something to kind of think about as you're kind of growing and building your business. And there's additional opportunities for sponsoring. Something that's kind of cool about our compensation plan that is as soon as you are a senior sales consultant, which down here in pink, you can see the qualifications for that are you personally have $150 in sales and you have 1 active consultant. And by active, we mean that they have $25 in sales in the month. You're going to start earning a sponsoring bonus, which the company pays. So they'll pay you 4% on that volume that came in from your team or team members. And that's really cool. That's something that was really important to me as we were evaluating different compensation plans. When we joined earlier this year, a lot of plans, you won't see that until you're further into leadership. And I think it's really important because whether you've brought 1 person or 100 people in, it does take time, and it's important that you get compensated for that training time that you're taking. And again, that comes from the company directly. That's something that they pay out. You can see the different levels of leadership from team leader all the way up to platinum director. And there's additional commission that you will earn on your own sales and on the sales volume from your team, again, that the company will pay out in that percentage. We are paid 2 times a month on our 1 time a month on the 25%. And then the second time during the month, you're paid on your additional volumes and then anything you've earned for team. As you are building a team, if that's something that you're interested in, there's fun bonuses that go along with that. Again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail tonight, but you can kind of start to see some of those there. And some of the other detail over here on the right, different jumpstart rewards, which we're going to talk just a little bit about that on the next screen. Pins, plaques, bracelets, other monetary bonuses, lots of really cool things. They'd love to recognize all of the consultants and the hard work that they are putting into their businesses. So it's a really fun program. And I know we all enjoyed wearing our different jewelry and things like that they'd sent to us at conference. So all right, so Jumpstart rewards, and I didn't grab that new graphic, but you guys can kind of see it here. This is my picture from conference. They just put the graphic out like this morning. So we have 3 periods. Now, if you were to sign up, say tomorrow, today, August is going to be a freebie month for you, and that's going to be part of the first period. So like I was saying, period 1, 2, and 3. So you'd have August and September to achieve the different levels and earn rewards. And then October would be period 2, and then November would be period 3. They added in, and that's why I have a screenshot here of a slide from conference, is they added in a new level of 300 personal volume. And when you hit 300, you're going to earn $25 in product credit. Then when you hit 500, you're going to earn another $25 in product credit. And then if you reach $1,000, and again, for you guys, this would be like a 2-month period if you started at the beginning of August, then you're going to get $50 in cash. And then that happens again in the second period and again in the third period. And then you can see too some of the fun swag that they have. So they've got a notebook, they've got a Swell water bottle, there's a light for your desk. So when you're doing your lives, you have great light. A team building, we've got Spa Squad shirts. And then if you hit your Jumpstart all 3 months in a row at 1,000, well, all 3 periods in a row, right? Because August is a freebie. You're going to have the opportunity to either earn a Peridot diamond ring or a Coach wallet, which is really, really fun. So I think that Missy and Diane and Let's see who else on here. We've got Beth on here. Who else opted in? You can tell us in the comments. But it's really, really, really fun
Mhm.
to work through these different incentives. What do you say?
Jenny, I just sent you the new brochure.
You did. Hey,
Yeah, I sent it to you in Messenger if you wanted to show it. I mean, it was on there. You just had it where it has the new level with the notebook.
oh, yep, for sure. Not sure.
I don't know if you can share it, but I think it's cool because now that it's the $300, people can hit that first level like so much faster and give them the just makes you feel good because you know you're working hard and already achieving things.
There we go. Yep, so there's a little bit better detail on it, you guys. So you've got that 300 level, you've got the 500, and then the 1,000, and then the payouts for those. And then they've added in the notebook. If you hit 300 for all 3 periods, 500 for all 3 periods, you get the notebook and you get the water bottle. And then 1,000 for all 3 periods, you'll get everything. Plus, if you do all of those wonderful things and you achieve your 5,000 PV plus you enroll 3 qualified consultants during the time period, then you're going to earn some of these extras, which is super, super fun. So thanks for sending that over.
Yeah.
And again, you guys, we can share these documents with you so you can kind of take a closer look at them as you're considering the opportunity. All right, let me switch back to the other deck. There we go. All right, perfect.
Poor Jenny. Thanks for doing this with not feeling good.
No, it's okay. I don't know what happened to me. Incentive trips, conferences, and retreats. So here's some fun pictures from conference. You'll see some familiar faces there.
That was a fun time. I loved it there.
Yes. Oh, it was a blast. So this was in Orlando. I don't know if you can see really well, but on the bottom right, they're introducing our next incentive trip, which is going to be to Playa del Carmen, Mexico. And Heidi and her husband have little mini sombreros on, which was fun. So all of that is starting really soon. So you're getting started at a great time. If you're interested in working toward an incentive trip, they also have a leadership trip once a year. So you've got conference, you've got leadership, and you've got a spa incentive trip. So lots of fun times to get together.
And very doable in earning.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so new consultant kits. We talked a little bit about the social selling kit, which is like it says on here, normally $49, but this month it is on special for $39. We also have our advanced skincare set, which is $159. And you can see the retail value of that is $259. And then the head to toe success kit is $139, normally $278. So really some great values there. It's completely up to you, which makes the most sense for you. They do have some add-ons too, which are down here on the bottom. And then I have the larger pictures here so you can see them a little bit better. So what happens is you choose a kit. So say you went ahead and decided you wanted the social selling kit at $39, which is a $73 value. So you're getting more than 33% off, right? Because we have our special. You can then add into your cart any of these other packs. Now, these you're going to actually earn volume on. So when we were talking about those bonuses in the beginning and you're trying to hit the 300, 500, 1,000 so that you're earning some of these product credits, cash, swag, fun things like that. These over here on the left are going to start counting toward that immediately. Your kit is not something that earns personal volume, but these are. So you have that option. Now, if you just would like to go ahead and get the social selling kit, you absolutely can. And then go ahead and get started with your business right away virtually, and then you'll get your kit in the mail and you can start having parties and doing all of the fun things. These additional items are just an opportunity for you to get them at a better value. And it's some of the most popular and newest items. This is that collection here in the center. And I'm sure we'll see these changing. So as you have team members that join in the future, they'll keep updating these. I think it's a really good idea if you're interested in makeup to get the makeup launch pack. It is a really good value. You're getting some brushes in here. This mascara is fantastic. We've got our baked bronzer here, eyeshadow, some of the, are these the tinted moisturizer?
Yeah, those are the tinted
Okay.
moisturizer. Mhm.
And then brow pomade, and then you've got the brow brush too. So really,
Plus, it comes with that cute little makeup bag. I love it. Carla,
Yeah.
that's what I was telling you about. That would be where you would want to get your makeup.
yes, it is really fantastic. So you get 2 cute little bags if you went in that direction.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, because that's $161 value worth of makeup
Yeah.
for $120, and you get credit for the $120, which is fantastic.
Mhm.
So if you were to upgrade for all of those, it would be $223 worth of product volume already just for when you sign up.
Yeah.
And that's with getting the smaller social. For you, Carla, that would work out perfect.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, thanks for sharing that too, Diane. I had actually opted up for that when I started, and I'm glad I did. It was really fun to get to have the makeup right away. Okay, so a few common questions. So how natural are Lemongrass Spa products? Now, I borrowed these from our join brochure, and I think that it is really important to kind of run through these. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of it. We challenge you to compare labels with any company boasting natural ingredients. We use the finest vegan oils and butters such as olive, grapeseed, shea, mango, jojoba, and essential oils such as mandarin, lavender, spearmint, and grapefruit to create products that are moisturizing and healthy. Lemongrass products do not contain phthalates, parabens, mineral oil, petrochemicals, gluten, or harsh preservatives. We also use exactly. And Missy's going to do a training this month about some of these things. So I can't wait for that. We also use only 100% natural or organic plant extract and essential oils to scent our body care products. You can boldly say our entire line is fragrance free for your peace of mind. So there is a lot to unpack in there. Like I said, Missy will be doing a training this month. But it is what I like to tell my customers, like really go and look at the labels. Go and look at the labels of maybe what you purchased at the drugstore, what you purchased at Target or Walmart or something like that. And let's talk about the ingredients. And I think that's really a great way to kind of start. And we have this really cool thing. I actually have it on my desk. It's a clean swap checklist. And then that's going to be able to kind of help you work through helping your customers swap out some of the things that they're using right now. So do consultants pay for the host's free gifts? Like we said before, nope, the home office pays for the whole thing. So 10% of party sales plus additional rewards for parties over 400. So that's really, really fantastic. And a party consists of 1 host and 3 guest orders. Are there any requirements to earn commissions on my personally sponsored recruits? We also touched on that briefly. In order to receive commissions on those consultants, you need to be a senior sales consultant, which means that you would be at $150 a month in sales once your title has been achieved. And then you obviously have that active consultant. So also really an awesome perk with Lemongrass Spa. All right, so I am now going to open it up to you guys. Any questions you might have, or any of the consultants who are on the call tonight, anything that you want to come off mute and share what you love about the business, or any questions you might have.
Don't be
Diane,
shy.
what's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing so far about Lemongrass Spa?
Did you say me?
Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
Diane. I didn't hear Diane. My favorite thing, God, there's so much. I just feel like it's really cohesive all around. Income is cohesive. The products are really great. The friends that I've made, and I just think it's a really feel good company. And I don't feel it's too corporate, which, you know, Not a fan of that. So yeah, so that's why I love it.
Colette, I see your hand up. Did you want to add something? I'd love to hear from you.
Yes. I really like the giving back, and I think that's probably what helps me with sales, apart from the fact that it's all natural. That's what gets them there, but then the giving back is what keeps them buying. And I do run, not necessarily in line with Lemongrass Spa, but like on Veterans Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, I did the giving back campaign where any of my customers who bought really any item, I was matching it, and then I donated to either if it was the foot kits, or deodorants or things like that, I pack up, and I was able to get in July, over July 4th, I had 10 pounds of product. So when they bought, I matched it, and those donations went to battered women's shelters around the Denver metro area here in Colorado. But over Memorial Day, I did, was it Memorial or Veterans Day? I think it was Memorial Day. I did the with the feet, and between myself and some other folks that were involved in other fun or other giving back opportunities, we were able to donate 10 5-pound boxes of Lemongrass Spa that went to military bases around the globe. And so that's just my customers getting the word out there, their friends buying, and I matched everything on those kits.
Oh, that's so fantastic and super.
And so
I love it. Thank you.
I love it. I love it too. And that's just a way, I think the giving back, that's probably my favorite part, apart from, what really, like I said, what's obvious is that it is all natural. They can prove this natural. They walk the talk. Once you get the product in their hands, it sells itself. This is not hard to do, but then on top of it, the other element, the giving back elements, and what that stands for is huge for myself and my customer base.
Oh, I love to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing, Colette.
Yeah, I agree. Once people get it in their hands, it's a no-brainer.
Does anybody have any questions tonight?
Are they planning on making any other men's products in the future? My husband's sitting over there with the catalog, and he's like, 1 page for men? That's sad.
Well, the good thing is he can actually use all of it because the fragrances are all super mild. So you're not going to smell like a girly girl. They really are, because it's not synthetic, there really is a lot of very light scent. So for instance, my oldest son, huge into weightlifting, 225 pounds, and his favorite is the Calm line, the lavender vanilla, and it cracks me up, but he absolutely swears by it. So there's lots of opportunities. So, but yeah, it's something you guys could write into the company for sure.
Yeah.
Colette was saying honey glow, and then a lot of women actually like the sandalwood, which is true too.
It does smell good.
I love the honey. Jay, every time I use the honey, Jay's like, "What is that? What does that smell?" Because he likes it too. So
my husband likes all of it.
Lots of options.
He uses the cactus guava shaving cream. I mean, he's good to go.
I love cactus guava.
Oh, funny. I know. I'm always like, where's my stuff?
Yeah. That's the only problem, is then you start losing all of your stuff because it disappears to their bathrooms or their area of the bathroom.
Exactly. Oh, well, wonderful. If nobody has any more questions, then I just encourage you to go back to the person who invited you tonight, and hopefully we will see you soon on one of our team calls. But thank you so much for joining tonight, everybody. Great.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Jenny, for doing this. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Jenny.
Yeah, thank you so very much.